It's a repeat of the global financial crisis, I tell ya. This is so freaking stupid. Do people not know what caused the GFC? Come on, man. The global financial crisis was caused by mark-to-market accounting. You know what mark-to-market accounting is? All right, that you have to liquidate your holdings if they drop below a certain threshold. And not only do you have to do it, but everybody else has got to do it too. So there is no market for the buy side. It's only everybody on the sell side. That's what caused a massive destruction in the bond markets and the stock markets and all that, because there was no buy side. It was all on the sell. Mark-to-market. Japan had mark-to-market accounting. Same thing happened to them as well. My man Brian Westbury talks about this. I'll never forget. In 2009. He said he called it. He goes, Bernie Sanders. It was named the gay guy, the gay congressman from Barney Frank was having a meeting in 2009. Dude, what are we doing here? March of 2009 to discuss mark-to-market accounting. And that was the day the market bottomed out, because they said, oh, Congress is going to do something about this. Good. Because mark-to-market accounting forced liquidation. It forced liquidation. And unless you had a ton of cash, you could not, by charter of your corporate, by charter of your government entity, you could not buy, because you could not buy stuff that traded below a certain threshold in terms of credit quality. Dude, why are we going 25? I'm forever behind Pokemons here in Georgia, forever. So frustrating. Today's one of those mornings where it's like, very frustrated across the board this morning. Anyway. So mark-to-market accounting said, if you have holdings, let's just say you're a pension fund, and you have holdings that drop below single A rated investment grade, you have to sell those. You have to. You cannot hold them. And all these pension funds thought they had AAA rated because of the mortgage-backed security shenanigans, which, of course, did anyone go to jail for that? No. And I don't know how you don't go to jail for that, but whatever. It's a white-collar crime. No one got hurt. Yeah, people got hurt. How many people hurt themselves because their portfolio fell in value, and devastating to them? How many people hurt themselves? How many people lost their dads or whatever? You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. Dude, what are you doing, buddy? You got a green light right there. Oh, my goodness. Oh, now I'm stuck here. Yep. Oh, man, dude. I get all kinds of Grandpa Joneses running around. Anyway, so what happens in mark-to-market accounting? So they had to force liquidation of their holdings that they had, that they would rather have kept, because they said this doesn't make sense. They should not be trading at 60 cents on the dollar. 90 cents on the dollar, fine, because they're now single A rated as opposed to AAA or AA. I get that. But 60 cents on the dollar, it doesn't make any sense that we have to sell these things. Mark-to-market accounting forced them to. So now you got, we'll say CalPERS, California Pension Fund. All right, they had to sell. But who's going to buy? There's no buyer, because Florida had to sell. Insurance companies had to sell. Everyone was throwing bonds out there into the sell side, and there's very, very few people have the cash to the buy side. Oh, all these people say, oh, Warren Buffett, because I did a video how Warren Buffett doesn't get this yesterday. So, Warren Buffett, he said he knows more than you do, Josh. And I'm saying, yeah, that's why Warren Buffett's got billions of dollars in cash, raising his cash, because he doesn't believe that stocks for the long run, as witnessed by his own actions. I mean, he can believe some stocks in the long run, but doesn't believe that all stocks in the long run forever. Especially, by the way, Warren Buffett has a bunch of cash to Buffett, or to buffer his downside risk. This isn't rocket science, dude. Stocks in the long run is like build up a bunch of cash. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so going back to the thing with Warren Buffett, he had a bunch of cash in the great global financial crisis. If memory serves, he's able to buy or give Goldman Sachs some serious liquidity with, like, I don't know, freaking pennies on the dollar. I can't remember the exact amount it was, but it's crazy. And I mean, I can't remember, but Goldman Sachs, if memory serves, and you can disagree with me, that's fine. But if memory serves, Goldman Sachs needed cash infusion, and there's no cash. And Warren Buffett gave him the cash infusion. And for literally, I think he took capital or warrants or something like that from it. And he made out like a bandit because he had all this cash. But the reason Goldman Sachs needed cash infusion was why? Because there's no market on the buy side. And you can sit here all day long and say there's no market on the buy side if these foreign countries are selling U.S. debt. They don't own that much debt to begin with. That's the whole point. China owns less than $1 billion of bonds. There's $35 trillion of debt out there. So if China dumps all its bonds in one fell swoop, yeah, that sucks. That is going to take a hit to the price of the bonds, make the yields go up, but it's not going to freaking sink the ship a la the global financial crisis. I just can't believe people can't see this. It's the weirdest thing to me. I'm like, dude, it's nothing like the global financial crisis. Where am I going here? Oh, yeah. I want to go. Do I still want to be in Woodbridge? Yeah. Anyway, it's nothing like that. Because global financial crisis, literally, you had no one on the buy side, and you had a massive amount of sellers. So you take all the foreign holders, Japan, and again, what are they going to do with the money? Buy the euro? Okay. It doesn't make any sense. But okay, let's just say they do. Let's say Japan and China all sell. That's less than $2 trillion of our $35 trillion in debt. All right? So I don't know what 2 divided by 35 is. I don't know. 1/7? I don't even think it's 1/7. Yeah, maybe 1/6, something like that. Anyway, you'll figure it out. Yeah, they'll take a short-term hit to the price, for sure, but it's not going to freaking break the bank out of a global financial crisis. This is just silly. Who else would sell our bonds? Pension companies? United States pension companies? What are they going to do with the proceeds? What are they going to do with the proceeds? Insurance companies? What are they going to do with the proceeds? U.S. government bonds aren't going to go from AAA rated to AA rated to freaking B rated. They're not going to happen. Now, as such, I mean, they have been downgraded one time. It's still the safest bet there is. No one's going to freaking mass sell U.S. bonds the way they had to on the AAA, what they thought was secularized mortgage-backed securities in 2007 and 8. Because U.S. debt is still the safest debt in town, in the whole country, in the whole world. It's not going to be a mass liquidation of U.S. bonds. It's not going to happen. I mean, again, foreign countries might, and I always say, well, what are you going to do with it instead? There's, again, the TINA, there is no alternative. Well, we'll go to Bitcoin. Okay, whatever. All right, but you still got the vast majority of U.S. credit is still owned by U.S. people. Why would they sell? And what are they going to do with it differently? They're going to buy the Chinese debt. They're going to buy Japanese debt, European debt. They're going to buy Bitcoin. I mean, these are insurance companies, pension funds who have to be pretty conservative. What are they going to buy? Freaking, I don't know, Tesla stock? Verizon stock? I mean, it's insane, man. Anyway, this stuff drives me up to all. All right, God bless. I would not lose my sleep over this. It's crazy, but all right, God bless. Love your thoughts. And by the way, I had to ban a couple of people the other day who have been subscribers or commenters for a while. If you're just gonna freaking start saying crap about Josh, like Josh, making just ad hominem attacks and saying Josh is an idiot, I'm gonna ban you. I don't want to. I mean, I don't mind you disagreeing with me, but if you just start making fun and Josh, you don't know what the hell you're talking about, blah, 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 you're an idiot. You're gonna go because no one. I don't want that. I don't want that. You can make fun of me all day long in your day-to-day stuff, but just not on my channel. I just don't want to hear it. Josh, you're an idiot. You're a fool. But if you want to say a reasoned argument against how I'm wrong, that's fine. But the minute you start saying, this isn't freaking middle school, dude. Reasonable arguments are fine. But you start saying, Josh is an idiot. Josh is a moron. Well, the one guy says, Josh wishes people listen to him. That's over and over and over again. These same guys, like, you guys got to go. You're not adding anything to the conversation. If you're not adding anything to the conversation, you're only on here to bash you. I'm not going to have it on my channel. That's just stupid. So anyway, if you want to freaking disagree, fine. But just disagree in a reasoned way. The minute you start using ad hominem attacks and just being, middle school kids, I'm just like, oh, you got to go. All right, God bless. We'll see you.